And here it is, we go again. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. One man went to mow. Here it is, we go again. Here we are again. Here I am again. Hope you're there. The session starts, your company required. Twice a day, this session today. But the afternoon session, a more lifestyle, human life related sort of a space. So that is how we're evolving the earlier sessions. So we're deviating somewhat the earlier sessions away from politics. So to look at human sphere and how people live their lives. So that is where the focus of this session is going to be. So we try and avoid politics if we can. One man went to mow, the eagle has landed. Missing someone.
Missing someone. With all your missing someone. With much you listen, and you listen, and you listen, and you listen, and you did it right from the start. From the start, missing someone is as normal. Missing someone and missing someone is as normal. Missing someone. Missing someone, I am sad and so I am sad and so
So there, pardon me. So there it is right there. Missing someone by the base rebels. So the base rebels are missing someone. So missing someone, as guys, I bring you this. So as I said, a lot of the focus of it is going to be on human interest. So we kick it off with this, the headline story. American Igbo lady makes 80 million naira in 2 months on Onlyfans. So there it is, and you can see the image of the lady on your screen. That's the thumbnail image. So seeing the image of the lady on your screen tells you already why she's able to make that on OnlyFans. So if any of you know what OnlyFans is, then you would know what goes on there, and you would know then why this sort of a lady will be able to make that sort of money from that sort of a space. So there it is right there, and that is where we're kicking off. We're going in that deep. So we're going in this deep. Pardon the metaphor, by the way. That's probably an inappropriate metaphor for this headline. American Igbo lady makes 80 million naira in 2 months on OnlyFans. So the OnlyFans space much not as much explored by Nigerians, but this lady certainly exploring it, certainly to her profit. So to her profit, we go on from there to this. We go on from there to this. Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid, a man asserts. So the decision not to date a Yahoo boy's ex girlfriend is what this guy is saying. Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid, man asserts. So plenty of reasons not to date a Yahoo boy. The first reason that you want to go to, of course, is that you might not be able to match the lifestyle that the lady is used to financially. But then also because there's Yahoo and there's Yahoo Plus, and we all know what Yahoo Plus means. So whatever it is that has been vested upon this lady's aura, you don't want that transmitted to you. So a lot of reasons, but why and what are the reasons that this guy is putting forward? Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid, man asserts. So man asserts, it gets lonely. Young lady speaks on challenges of being a divorcee. So the life of a single person is one that is not much explored because people feel that because you're single and if you are especially female, there are people who conclude that it is at your want how much company you decide to have or not. But not necessarily. If you have self-respect and you value your body and being, then it can be a lonely space being a single person. So I think that might well be what this lady is speaking to. It gets lonely. Young lady speaks on challenges of being a divorcee. So quite well, how she's intending to put it, we'll find out shortly. This we'll find out shortly as well. So the consequences of this ASU strike is it comes in multifold and with psychedelic manifestations. So the consequences of the ASU strike. So I'll tease you with, I won't even tease you because the headline already tells you where it's headed. And I have a video clip of it as well. So stay steady and we watch that together. ASU, ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off baby bump. So this is the inevitability of leaving young people around to their own devices, not having anything to do. So this lady's story is the story of a good percentage of the young women that have been left dozing around at home from the 14th of February to this moment that we speak, which is the 9th of September. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. For 7 months, you've left young, virile girls, pretty girls, dozing around with nothing to do. So it's inevitable. The headline: ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off huge baby bump. So that is the story of so many of them. And this is the story that a lot of people would want to play out. I want a refund. I don't want to do blood money. Loud tech student who asked for refund speaks out. So this is the narrative of a guy who has done everything that society asks him to do, that society asks all of us to do in order to be successful. Do the right thing, educate yourself, and your life will be better. So this guy followed that advice, and he did exactly that. Having now gone through that process, his life is no better. So the guy then promptly returns to the institution that he got educated at with their certificate, wanting to return the certificate and in return get a full refund of his school fees. So there it is right there, and that is where Nigeria is. I want a refund. I don't want to do blood money. Loud tech student who asked for refund speaks. So we find out exactly what's playing out there. And then we finally land on this. And we have a video clip of that one as well, by the way. I brought him from village to run my business, but he stole all my money. Man declares his brother wanted. So I suspect this might well be a southeastern story. So when they are bringing people from the villages, it's usually from some southeastern space. But maybe I'm being too presumptuous in that instance. But I suspect not. I brought him from village to run my business, but he stole all my money. Man declares his brother wanted. So there it is right there. Man declares his brother wanted. So a mixed bag, as is always the case, either in politics or in lifestyle, is always a rich and healthy mix on this platform. Uh, so there it is. Lean back, kick back, take it easy, relax into it. The usual protocol, click on the like button as you're coming in. We're pushing aggressively for the likes. Click on the subscribe button as well. If the subscribe button is showing red on your screen, then you've not yet fulfilled all righteousness to the platform. So fulfill all righteousness by making sure that the subscribe button is not red, it's showing gray. So click on like and click on subscribe. And if you want to come join me on the screen to discuss this mixed bag of topics that we're presenting, then click on that hyperlink that is highlighted on the screen right there. So if you click on that hyperlink, it brings you into a studio space. And as soon as I finish reading out the talking points, then I'll let you onto the screen and the conversation ensues. So that is how it works. It's an open microphone session, and the open microphone, the hyperlink that says StreamYard. So there it is, and there it is. And to set us to it, then I think a little bit of drink might be required, a little bit of gyration as well. So your dancing shoes and your drinking vessel to the kegites. The kegites.
Only water, water, only water, where they see ma. Water, 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 water.
Only water, where they see ma.
Hapa o naido. Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́dí àkẹ́kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Chief Wáìlà tí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòde ojàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹ̀yẹ ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosonama ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó dilé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run méjìkọ. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And there it is right there. Iku koneri wagbeshe the kegites. That means may death have nothing to do with us. So there it is. Iku koneri wagbeshe. Let me just hold on. Let me just close a screen here. So let me close a screen here. So there it is right there. Iku koneri wagbeshe. As guys, I bring you this. Let me just yes. So Ikukoneru Agweshe, as guys, I bring you this. American Igbo lady makes 80 million naira in 2 months on Onlyfans. So a lot of you would know what Onlyfans is, and if you don't, know what Onlyfans is, by the end of this session, you certainly will. It has been revealed that it has been revealed that a Nigerian American babe with the username Nigerian Amazon on Twitter made approximately 80 million naira on OnlyFans in just 2 months. The OnlyFans model said in a tweet earlier in the week, "We are 3 days into September and I already have almost $4,500 sitting in my OnlyFans link. In my OnlyFans link in bio. Go see what the hype is about." The tweet piqued our curiosity and we discovered her earnings for the past 2 months were shocking. A total of $113,343 so a total of a total of $113,343, which is approximately 80 million naira. Nevertheless, the model revealed that she does get a lot of backlash for being a Nigerian in this business, even though she ironically has a lot of Nigerian fans on her page who are also possible subscribers. Despite the fact that she is not based in Nigeria, she is not immune to the hypocrisy surrounding the Nigerian perception of sex work and eroticism. Fortunately for her, none of that seems to be affecting the cash flow into her account. So there it is right there, and there it is right there. So the OnlyFans space, as some of you may know, but a lot of you might not know, is not essentially anything. It's more of an adult site where people go to. It's usually women really that are on that space, and then they post either live streamings or or clips to a subscription-based platform. So the live streaming or clips is behind a paywall. So you have to be subscribed to be able to access it. And if you are able to access it, then you see them in the fullness of their glory as God created them, often in some instances doing things to themselves, or in some instances having a partner doing things to them. It is usually well-known people of some sort. So either Instagram models, YouTube stars, etc. So they create this, and it's often instances 80, 90%, 95% female. So they create this OnlyFans account, which of course, as I said, is behind the paywall. And if you want to see the fullness of them, then you pay a subscription fee to see the fullness of them. So for the fullness of this lady now, which she has put up, let me show you her picture. Let me see. Okay, so let me share the screen with you. So for the fullness of this lady, which she has put up on Instagram, she has been able to, through your subscriptions, garner in excess of 80 million naira in 2 months, or $113,000 approximately. So that is what you get to pay for this if you want to see the fullness of our glory. So I hope you are sophisticated enough to understand what I mean by that. If you want to see the fullness of our glory, and that is the going rate. So there it is. So she's suffering a lot of backlash because, of course, she has Nigerian connections, even though she's essentially American, and she has a large Nigerian following who no doubt subscribe to her OnlyFans platform as well, only to go and pay to have a look, to then come back on her Twitter to lambast and berate her. So there it is, the hypocrisy. But she doesn't really mind your hypocrisy. She's making 80 million naira every 2 months. So that's approximately 40 million naira a month. So there it is right there. So that's a moral maze right there. How are you positioned on that? So come tell me how you're positioned on that. So come tell me how you are positioned on that by clicking on the hyperlink that says StreamYard. So if you're especially a female voice, I'd like to hear a female take on this. That OnlyFans space. What is your views on it? What are your views on it? And especially, what is your Nigerian view on it? So your view on it in Nigeria, your view on it in general, and particularly your peculiar Nigerian view on it. So let's have that. So from that we go on to this. Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid, a man asserts. A Twitter user has opined that it is totally valid if a man chooses not to date a lady who had been in a relationship with a Yahoo boy. Deducing from what the tweet known as Olabisi said on the microblogging platform, there are voids that can't be filled when one goes out with X of an internet fraudster. So, in his words, deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid. There are some shoes you shouldn't bother to fill. No amount of newspaper or socks will make it your size. So there it is right there. I think we all know where, but or do we all know where this guy is going? Is he talking about the finance? Is he talking about whatever voodoo the Yahoo boy would have vested on this on this lady as a trap for the next person that has the misfortune? So a lot to unwrap and unpack from that. But what are you unwrapping and unpacking from that? So unwrap and unpack as we go on to this. It gets lonely. Young lady speaks on challenges of being a divorcee. A young beautiful woman identified as Sophia or Sophie. A young beautiful woman identified as Sophie has disclosed that she is a divorcee who learned some harsh lessons after leaving her marriage. So let's take that from top again. A young beautiful woman identified as Sophie has disclosed that she is a divorcee who learned some harsh lessons after leaving her marriage. Sophie revealed this on her TikTok page and said that one of the first things that happen after a divorce is that the woman will be blamed for not being able to keep her home. According to her, she noted that it is important for a woman to be financially independent as things would get worse if she becomes single again without having a source of income. The woman went on to urge people to keep a close watch on a divorced woman at all times because it is very likely that she will break down from time to time. Sophie, who runs a hair brand also, said that there is loneliness in divorce too, as a woman could also lose family and friends. So I think it's the loss of family and friends that, because of course, when you divorce from somebody, you don't often instances divorce from that person alone. You in often instances divorce also from their from their. I wonder if I can actually play a clip of that to you. Is the thing. No, she doesn't actually speak on it, so I will not play it. So in often instances, when you divorce from somebody, you don't just divorce from the person. You are divorcing also from this circle of influence that you share together. So you're divorcing from their family, whatever relationship you have with the man's sister, mother, etc. That comes to an end. Whatever friends he brings to that relationship, that often instances come to an end. So there's a whole social cycle. There's a not cycle but circle. There's a whole social circle that you also divorce from. And if you have vested your life completely within that social circle, then of course the loneliness kicks in. So she speaks to then the dark sides of being divorced. So we move on from that to this. Let's move on to this. It says ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off huge baby bump. So there it is right there. Some of the consequences of the ASU strike. A pregnant Nigerian student has shared a video of her transformation amidst the prolonged ASU strike. In the viral video, the student, who has been identified as one of those affected by the 7-month-long ASU strike, showed off how she looked before the strike began. She also shared a video compilation of changes she experienced since she got pregnant. Reacting to this, in something or the other said, "Congratulations to her. She get nothing to lose. If they resume, she go down born and resume too with her mates. So that's what one person thinks. This is Lizzie responding. Congratulations, you really enjoyed the strike. So here's another response. Real something or the other. It says, see waiting this strike they cause more pregnancy loading, and certainly, absolutely no doubt about that. More pregnancy loading. Sharon, ASU don't carry this one enter labor room instead of labor market. So a very clever play on words there. So ASU don't carry this one enter labor room instead of labor market. So there it is right there. Let me play you a clip of that girl actually to give you the narration in her own words, because I do have a clip. So let me play you a clip of the girl to give you the narration in her own words. It's just a short little clip.
Anything you cost, I go pay. Say I'm begging you, girl, I'm begging you.
And there it is right there. So that tells you all you need to know about that. So that tells you all you need to know about that. And still staying with matters academic, I want a refund. I don't want to do blood money. Lautech student who asked for refund speaks out. Oladare Alaba, the graduate of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, who recently stormed the school to return his certificate and asked for a refund for all the school fees he has paid, has spoken out. In an interview he granted, Alaba said, I graduated from the Department of Agriculture Extension and Rural Development. What prompted me to return the certificates is that since I collected it, it has not been useful to me. I have been struggling with life, and the only opportunity I have seen is for me to do blood money. And I said I cannot do blood money because I want to be useful to Nigeria, my family, and myself, and God, my creator. I told my father to help me get some money. I am an entertainer. I even won an award during my NYSC days in 2016. My father said he cannot help me go and borrow money again because he borrowed some money to send me to school and is yet to pay back, and that he is supposed to be reaping the benefits from me now. The day he said it to me, I cried. The day he said it to me, I cried. When I got tired, I just decided to return the certificate to them since it is not useful to me, and then they should give me my money back. If I spend my money on my talent, I know I will prosper, he said. So there it is right there, and there it is right there. I returned the certificate because it has not been useful to me. I want a refund. Lautech graduate who visited school to return his certificate and get a refund of the fees because his suffering speaks. Oludare Alaba, the graduate of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, who recently stormed the school to return his certificate and asked for a refund of all the school fees he has paid, has spoken up. In an interview he granted whilst he was still on the school premises, Alaba said, I graduated from the Department of Agriculture Extension and Rural Development. What prompted me to return the certificate is that since I collected it, it has not been useful to me. All right, it pretty much tells us what we've just read. Recall that yesterday we brought you a report at the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, which a mild drama ensued when a graduate from the institution returned with his certificate and demanded a refund. According to him, he is suffering and the certificate has not yielded any financial gain since he acquired them. So there it is right there. And I have a clip of that as well. So let me just give you a feel of that. So let me give you a feel of that.
We want to call the certificate. This one a drama.
ó fẹ́ return certificate kó fún kówó. This one is serious matter.
So there it is right there. A lot of it in Yoruba language. Eba me kowo mi, return my money, I am suffering. Have your certificate back, and the money is more used to me. So there it is right there. You get a certificate in Nigeria, only to then end up in on some building site as a laborer. I brought him, so this is now the final readout. I brought him from village to run my business because he stole all my money. Man declares his brother wanted. A Nigerian man has gone online to declare his brother wanted over an allegation that he stole 5.8 million naira from him. He shared a photo of the suspect and revealed how he brought his sibling from their village in Iboko to help him manage his POS business. The man said that after his sibling finished his WAEC in 2020, that was when he invited him to assist. According to him, the boy knows all the PIN code, so it was easy for him to access the account and withdraw all the money. He, however, revealed that out of the 5.8 million naira which was stolen, 3.8 million naira belongs to a friend who stays in Dubai. Sharing an image, he wrote, "This is my younger brother that I bring." So this is how we wrote it. So not especially a literate read, but nevertheless, this is how we read. Sharing an image, he wrote, "This is my younger brother that I bring from village Iboko, Iboko to be precise. After his WAEC in 2020, I asked him to come and stay with me and manage my business, but he decided to make my life useless. He left my house early in the morning and went to my shop and transferred all the money I have in my 4 POS machines to 4 different accounts, and he collected some cash and he collected some cash that was available. Because I put him in charge of my business, including my POS, and he knows all the POS PIN codes. Out of that 5.8 million naira that was stolen from me by my blood brother, 3.8 million, it is not my money. It is my friend's money who stays in Dubai. My friend gave me that money out of trust. What will I tell my friend now? All because I wanted to help my own blood brother. With the current situation in Nigeria now, what am I going to do now? His phone number is switched off and nowhere to be found. I put him in charge of everything and he knows all the POS PIN. He transferred all the money from inside the POS to different accounts and take the cash that was, and there it is right there. And there it is right there. So there it is right there. So commentaries on that as well. So Thomas, I see you. Walpeace, I see you. And San Diego, I see you. So good to have you, gentlemen. Let's come to you, Thomas, first, if you're ready to go. So Thomas, are you ready to go?
I'm ready, man.
All right, brilliant. So to it then, and straight to it, and we kick it off with where we started off. Have you ever heard of Onlyfans?
Heard of what?
Onlyfans.
Yes. Yes.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
How come you know about Onlyfans?
It's all the slangs they use on social media now.
What is it? What is Onlyfans?
I think is those people that you have to they have what they call it, maybe a channel like a pornography, then some people will subscribe to their this thing, and they will pay subscription to watch them doing their stuffs.
Oh, okay.
That is what it meant. Am I right?
Yes, you're right somewhat. Well, you are right.
Yes.
So now this American Igbo lady then with an OnlyFans account has now made in excess of 80 million naira within 2 months. So is this an opportunity then for the struggling Nigerian youth to make a bit of cash, especially if you're young, female, and pretty?
One man, no. It's can we blame her? But it's one man. It doesn't warrant to go to that length, even though the country is not working. This lady now is not even living in Nigeria. So he has every opportunity to make to make ends meet in abroad. So why can't she work and make ends meet?
What do you mean? Why can't she? Is she not working?
One man, what are you saying? Is this a work?
What do you mean? Is it a work? Are you earning $113,000 every 2 months in your job?
No, it's not possible. How can you do that?
Well, she's earning $113,000 every 2 months.
But is it appropriate? It's an appropriate job.
Appropriate. Is she carrying a gun? She's not
No.
carrying a gun. Is she hurting anyone?
No, it's entertaining people. It's even making people happy.
There you are now. So you get your Vaseline out, and then you go and pay your subscription, and then she makes her money. Is that not how it works?
One man. But I understand you, one man. And if the ladies can see this lady now living flamboyantly, nobody will know what she's doing. And we have subordinate as well that they will cohabitate to let people enjoy what they are doing. But one man, it's disgusting to me. Maybe because it's disgusting.
Are you trying to pretend that you've not visited Pornhub before? We all have. So don't come here and tell lies.
One man, I've never.
You've never visited Pornhub before. You look
like one man. No.
All right.
I wasn't brought up like that.
Nobody was brought up like that. Now nobody swat sits them down and say this is pornography. We all discover it now.
You're right. But one man. But the lady, if it is entertaining people and she's making fortune, yeah, good for her. But to me, it looks disgusting, one man. It looks disgusting.
All right, brilliant. Okay, let me take you from there to a different space. Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid. So this is a man recommending that you should keep as clear and far away from somebody that has dated a Yahoo boy as possible. So what are you making of that assertion? And why do you think she would he will be saying that?
Because one man, we have different kind of Yahoo. We have the Yahoo ones, those ones that are using computer to embezzle people's money, most especially the vulnerable old people. Then we have the Yahoo Plus. I think you are talking of the Yahoo Plus. In Nigerian term, what people normally think is if a Yahoo boy, a Yahoo Plus guy, date a lady, maybe they have taken some virtue from them, they have taken their star. So anybody that have anything to do with that lady, they will also tap from their glory or from their virtue. So it's a little bit valid to me, but how will you know that somebody has dated a Yahoo boy before? How will you know as a guy that just saw a lady that you think it's good looking, it looks appealing, how do you know that he has dated Yahoo person before? So it's still
Thomas.
yes,
Thomas,
please.
did
Yeah.
you say did you say they will take the person the body part?
No. I said the virtue, like their glory.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I mean in spiritual, maybe they said they have the spiritual something that we tap from the person's glory. You know, that is what we normally see on social media. We don't know how far it's true because we know there's nothing that can happen in our country. So, woman, I agree with that statement, woman. But how will you know that somebody has dated a Yahoo guy and maybe they are putting something on her, so that any guy that dated that again, they will have the same problem, or they will take their glory, or they will take some virtue from you? So how will you know? It's still danger, woman. It's just you just have to be careful, woman. That is just what I think. Yeah.
All right. On that Yahoo space, what is your take on it? Leaving aside Yahoo Plus, which is fetishism. So leaving aside fetishism, just Yahoo alone, just a conman using the internet to relieve people in the West of their money. What is your view on that?
Woman is criminal, and it has a repercussion. You may think you are scamming people, you are enjoying. It has a repercussion. I have an example of somebody in my vicinity, in my environment in Nigeria. The guy, everybody know him as a Yahoo boy. Like 3 months ago, my mom told me that the guy has ran mad. He's on the street now.
Is it Yahoo Plus? That sounds like Yahoo Plus now.
No, Yahoo guy. This guy is not Plus. I know him before I left Nigeria. So, woman, everything has repercussion. There is no Yahoo.
Thomas, Yahoo Plus means anything any Yahoo you are doing, you add Rishi to it is Yahoo Plus. Doesn't mean you keep it.
One man is talking about only Yahoo, not Yahoo Plus.
I understand. What do you mean? Yahoo?
One man is talking. You know, we have only Yahoo that doesn't have the fetish, and we have the fetish one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once what someone was trying to say that is that Yahoo Plus, meaning he has added fetish to it in any form, on any level, in a low grade or any grade.
No. What I'm actually asking, Warpeace and Thomas, is I'm asking only about Yahoo without adding anything to it, because some people will argue, and the argument has been presented that Yahoo, not Yahoo Plus, but just Yahoo without voodoo. That is just a form of reparation, collecting what they stole from you historically.
Yeah. I got you. All right.
Yeah, so one man, even the Yahoo Plus, Yahoo minus, fraud is fraud. Some people think in that direction that you just say is spoken now. Nah, one man, fraud is fraud, and there is nothing you do. Time of karma is coming. He will haunt you back. Take it or leave it, one man. This guy now, they said the guy is mad now, eating from the dustbin. Fine guy, fine boy. I remember that time he's the first person to board end of discussion in our environment, in our community.
Which one is end of discussion from some of us who are not? Which one is end of discussion?
It's a undercar. They call it end of discussion. Discussion continue. The guy buys, discussion continue. It's under a called car, but that's what they normally call it in Nigeria. So the guy is the first person to drove that car everybody knew that is what he's doing. But later on, one man, this guy is mad now on the streets. So if that's repercussion, I don't think in that direction. If you do fraud, you are a fraudulent person, and the karma will come to you, one man. That is my submission.
All right. Let me take you to this space. It's something that we've anticipated now is documented with evidence. ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off huge baby bump. So I think it's something that we've referenced endlessly on this platform, that a lot of these girls, pretty girls at home with nothing to do, are inevitable the pregnancies will come. So this lady is the one example, the example of several, no doubt, of this situation. All these girls now at home getting pregnant. It has changed the trajectory of their lives. Girl laments, she's gotten pregnant, just been at home from the strike.
One man, don't let them deceive you. Even when they are in the school, they are runs ladies, most of them. That is their second job, to finance themselves in school. So this strike has really brought them to the limelight to establish themselves going in that manner. The lady you showed now, it looks like a wrong lady to me. That's my opinion. So the strike now
So
give them
every fine girl is a wrong girl.
One man, I don't say every fine girl, but one man, that is what most ladies do in the university. One man, have you been to UI before? Awo Hall in the evening. Politicians come there to pick up university ladies. Awo Hall. I remember then that I was living in Albon in UI then. We saw them outside every night. People will come and carry them and take them out. Even though they are in school, their second job is runs. They call it runs. So they go around, sleep around with men, come back in the middle of the night, go to the class in the morning. So that is their job. Most of the ladies that doesn't have somebody to help them, that is what they are using to manage themselves in school. So strike now has really even give them more reason or leeway to do what they're supposed to do, what they are used to doing before. So I don't see this lady as because of the strike. If there is strike, why don't you go and learn trade? There is fashion designer, there is hairdressing, there is pedicure, manicure. This time of the strike, use it to learn trade. Use it to learn something that even if you come out of the school and there is no white collar job for you, you can go back to that same job and make fortune, woman. People are still making fortune in businesses, in hairdressing, in manicures, in event center. Ladies are doing great job in that manner. So I don't believe this story of this lady is because of the strike. That is where she was pregnant. He has many things to do, even when the strike is here. Some people are making even money as a student now that there is strike. They go into businesses, buy bags, take to offices, sell, buy and sell it. So I don't buy idea, one man. That is just my own view.
All right. And finally, and briefly on this space, I want a refund. I don't want to do blood money. Lautech student returns certificate. So this is the story of a guy who all his life they've told him that this is the pathway to a good life. You stay on the straight and narrow, you educate yourself as high as you can, and then through that education, you live a good life. So he followed that recommendation to the letter and to its completion. So he completes that education in 2016 to the highest level that he can to live with a university certificate, and a decent one at that in agriculture. But then, of course, that certificate has not served any purpose for him. So he returns that certificate to the institution to say that your part of the bargain is not being fulfilled, and the promise you made me has turned out to be a lie. Here is your certificate back, and I want all my school fees back. Is the guy entitled to his money back?
Wama, this guy is crazy and frustrated. The school has fulfilled their own part of educating him and giving him the certificate and push him to the labor market. So I don't. What is the fault of the school? They gave him education, isn't it? They give him the certificate, isn't it? So it's up to him to go and make ends meet with the certificate. It's not the problem of certificate. I can see somebody that is just frustrated. It doesn't make any sense. Is it the problem of the school? It's not that you pay your school fees, that they didn't give you the right education. They did. So it's labor market is supposed to go and face all the politician, all the economy meltdown in the country. So one man, the guy is just frustrated. I think is frustrated, and he doesn't know how to vest his anger. That's why he went back to the school. So what are they going to do for him? There's nothing they can do for him. So it's just.
But they have to give him his money back now. Do they not have to give him his money back? If the certificate is not of use, then he has.
Why would they give him the money back? And it's not the problem. This woman, why are you talking like this?
Well, no.
Why would they give him the money back?
If the certificate is not of use to him, that means that the certificate is not fulfilling what they told him it would fulfill.
But one man, they are not the one that will give him a job, are they?
Yeah, but they told him that the certificate will give him access to a better life, and it has not.
And so he can go and burn it. Nobody will refund.
What about all the money that he paid to get the certificate?
That is he has thrown into the bin for him to burn it. So one man, it doesn't make sense. The guy is just frustrated. He's a frustrated guy. He's just frustrated, and I see his frustration, but it's not the problem of the school. One man, why will you return the certificate? Who will give you the money? The money has been spent on lecturers, has been spent on practical, has been spent on many things. So how will he get the money back? It's not possible, one man.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Thomas. So thank you, Thomas. Let's go from you for reasons of time and go to the Oba of San Diego if he's ready to go. So are you ready to go, San Diego?
Hey, one man. Go to the next person. I'm trying to take care of my physical. I'm at the hospital right now. I'm not sick, okay? It's my regular physical, but I'm getting up soon, so I'll be next.
All right, brilliant. Let's go to Joel of Nashville then, who I'm hopefully is ready to go. So Joel, are you ready to go? No, Joel is not ready to go. Let's go.
I'm ready. I'm here.
All right, brilliant. So no doubt you must know what OnlyFans is, because you just look like the sort of person that would know what OnlyFans is. So to it then, American Igbo lady makes 80 million naira in 2 months on OnlyFans. So just to be clear, 80 million naira is just shy of $114,000. So $114,000 in just 2 months. Should she abandon everything that she was doing previously to take this on as a full career? Because of course, headed to $1 million before the end of the year.
Yeah, I think the lady you're talking about is the musician, and she was doing so good. Actually, she is the lady you're talking about.
She's on your screen if you can see her.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know this one.
Yes.
But she does.
Would you want to know this one though? You don't know her, but would you want to know her?
But what's her name?
Look at that, Nigerian Amazon. Look at that. Look at this guy. I'm not going to check, but what is her name?
Well, she's beautiful though. She's beautiful.
Yes.
I can see the reason why people will watch her. She's a beautiful lady. So it's a profession. About time, we diversify. I mean, I know certain jobs are earned for some people. So you just follow your lane, because you see the world is becoming dynamic. With social media, a lot of things are happening. So the OnlyFans thing is not necessarily a porn site, even though people have their own porn site on the side. But it could just be, how you live your daily life, and people just follow you and they make those payments. And, she's getting her money. She's doing a job she ought to do, and she can diversify. if she is brainy, have fun. So because I'm just answering to the question of Thomas that was saying that it's not a job, something like that. At the end of the day, when we work, we're just trying to make sure that we work, right? We make money. Um, if we could save, we save. If we cannot save, we keep working. And for some of us, we have so many ideas in our heads, but we don't have the finances to fund it. So at the end of the day, where we are all marching towards is money. Now, if she can make that amount of money in 2 months, so probably within a year, let's just make it like give and take 300 million. She can, if she wants to go into anything she wants to go, is it real estate or anything she wants to go into, she can go into that. You see, so I don't see it that way. She's blessed as far as I'm concerned, as long as she's not doing anything immoral. And even though she's doing something immoral, I mean, that's her. It's not me. Do I want it for my daughter? I would say no. But could my daughter go there and do maybe teach something and people follow her and she gets paid for it? It's okay. So I'm kind of indifferent, on her source of wealth.
So you don't find it somewhat morally repugnant. You are not repelled by it. You don't have some righteous indignation about it.
No. The reason why is this, right? It's not everyone on that site that does porn stuff. You understand where I'm coming from, right? So it's not everyone that is doing porn stuff there. So there are people that are doing different stuff.
If I show you the girl on Instagram, you probably conclude that she is doing. Look at that. Everybody is asking what is her name. Oh, look at that. Even Kulata. Look at that. Kulata, settle down. Settle down.
Don't give them the name.
Everybody.
Don't give them the name.
But let me tease them a little bit still. So this is what is on offer. So if you see some of our images on Instagram, then you probably guess that she's not just showing off her naked picture. So that's her playing back. She's American as well as Nigerian. So some of the pictures they get a bit more risque the further down you go. So let me just stop there before she copy strikes me. But
with woman, are you afraid? Are you afraid of seeing boobs or what?
No. It's YouTube that will strike me. That's what I'm afraid of.
Okay, will strike you. Oh,
yes.
I get it.
Yes. But fair enough, though. 80 million naira in 2 months. Which banker is earning 20 million naira in Nigeria? Which doctor is earning 20 a year? Which doctor is earning 20 million naira a year in Nigeria?
One man, Buhari's salary in a year is about how much a year? It's not. I don't think it's more than.
It can't be more than $150,000.
No. So what are you talking about? So the lady, if it's even Yemi Alade, I thought the person you were talking about was Yemi Alade because she was contemplating going into Onlyfans. You understand what I'm saying? So that was why I said.
Is she not too fat though? Is she not too fat to be on Onlyfans?
No, I don't think Yemi Alade is fat. That girl is beautiful.
Or maybe I'm mistaken. Let me find out. Let me see if I know who. Yes. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So Yemi Alade is.
Okay. Yeah.
She's cute, right? And sometimes it could just be your attire, right? The way the attire gets into your body, the way it fits you. The genius behind your
who would you pay? Who would you pay to see on OnlyFans? Who would you pay? And maybe not now. Look at that. Look at this man. I beg you. Okay, when you were younger, we used to. Okay, when I was younger, I used to have a crush on Janet Jackson, and a Nigerian lady called I can't remember her name now. Yes, she was the one that sang that Ada song. I remember her name in a moment. Yeah, but when I was younger, I'd have paid to see her, especially on OnlyFans. Dora Ifudu, yes. Dora Ifudu,
Oh,
yes.
no. I mean, when I was much younger, I would say if I am to put a name to it, when I was younger, who made me mad then? Maybe Whitney Houston. I adore her. I adore her to the extent that I named my daughter Whitney.
Oh,
I named it
wow.
after her. Yeah, I adore that lady so much. She paid me because when I came into the United States, I think she died. She died 2 years after I came into the
I
United
used to
States.
like her till she ended up with Bobby Brown, which I thought it was a real step down for her, you know.
Well, you know, for someone like me, I was much younger, so I did not really know what is a step up or a step down for a Whitney Houston. But now, being grown, reading about her history, looking back, I can see the reason why people will say a step down for her. But these days, one man in the United States.
But Joel, this lady we are talking about, for her to make that kind of money, is doing some bad stuff. That's
What do you
just
mean
my
bad stuff?
You
opinion.
don't have
What do
to.
you,
You
oh,
don't have
sorry,
to.
What
sorry.
is
Are you
bad? What
talking
is
about,
bad stuff?
is sex bad? Or what are you talking about? Is that what you
Ah,
mean? Is sex a bad thing?
one man. I rest my case. Don't
You
worry.
rest your case. Look at that.
Thomas,
How did you think all of us came into being? Somebody did some bad stuff, as you describe it, for all of us to come into being. What are you talking
But
about?
not for public use.
Well, what do you mean for public use? It's for selected viewing. Selected viewing. You have to pay.
One man.
Look
What
at
are you
this one.
saying? What are you saying?
Look at this one. You spend too much time in church.
no, Thomas, right? When you look at when you look at the lady, right, you can see that she has some African fabrics. She's put on some African fabrics, which is something that where the noise coming from.
No, that's from above San Diego. But sorry, carry on. I've muted him.
Okay, so it may depending on what you're putting on, what you're selling. Now, I saw some of the things that you put up, like the one you refused to show because of the YouTube restrictions, and I was like, okay, probably she was going far. So if she
Yes.
can get to that level, right? But for some people, they will still not go like below that. It could be that she's advertising a bra, right? So those are the things that I'm looking at, But if she, whatever it is, one man, if she's making, as long as she's not killing anyone, she did not steal. If she's making 80 million in 2 months, I'll just give her pass.
You'll be surprised what these Instagram girls do. You know what Uber Eats is. You know what Uber Eats is.
Yes, I do.
The Instagram models, they are like the Uber Eats for wealthy Arab people. I'll just leave it at that. They will order them, and then they'll do the most bizarre things to them, and then
I had that one. I had that one.
They'll fill their purse with money, of course. But then some of the things they do to them, your ears will.
And you'll be surprised. You would think that where they make the money from are from Nigerians. How do they know?
No, they make it from Nigerians. So there was a wealthy Ghanaian that ordered one of these Uber Eats Instagram girls. I think she was actually Latin American, and she ordered. So she took her down to Ghana, etc., and did whatever it is that at the fullness of. But unfortunately, the woman died, and then that made the news. Yeah.
Oh wow. But I mean, it is rampant.
Instagram babes are takeaways for millionaires and billionaires. They're like takeaway food.
I can see it. I can see it because sometimes you see somebody on social media, right? You just chat them up, hey, hello, hi. Then they just go bah, 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 like, hello, how you doing? So you see the reception, especially if you're staying abroad. You see, the way they'll answer you, and in the next thing you're going to see, like they throw you a bill. If you're able to pay that bill, right, it means that you are now, you are now in the queue. So depending on where you want it, if you can afford it, if you can afford that convenience, it is what it is, one man. I mean, this is going on. This is going on.
All right. Let me take you from that space to a different place. So this one, I think we somewhat anticipated. ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off huge baby bump. So this is the story of maybe not all of them, but a good percentage of them. All these young girls just at home doing nothing, getting under mommy's feet. Mommy says, "Get out of my way," and then she goes to Tunde down the road, and then comes back with a baby bump. So this is going to recall and recall. This is the story of so many of these girls now that are home since February the 14th.
One man say, I made a mention about social media earlier on and how people have used social media to, either for the positive or negative reasons. Now, this thing has been happening. I was listening to Thomas talking about going to the female hostels and all that. In every school, I believe in every school, there is situations like that. There are situations like that. A lot of them. Most of them do this wrong. It's nothing hidden. You have your Aristotles, you have your there's something that we call them in Uniport those days, So it's everywhere. So now she's saying that she got pregnant because of, she would have still gotten pregnant anyways. The only thing there is that probably if it happened at home, the money to go to abort it wouldn't be available as against when she was in school. Look, one man, I have an abortion story. There was this time I went to do what they call it. I was looking for a job then, so my friend asked me to come around, the hospital, that they have like little things that I can do for them, So I went in there, they pay me under the table, right? So I just go there, they just, the man had the contract there. So I go in there with them, he just pays me and I go. So there was this period, it happened to be a clinic. However, it happened to be an abortion clinic. So we now went in there. So I was not chatting up with the nurse, the way friendly, So one day, I think I was talking to her. We were talking outside of the building, and she was like, "Now, wow, things are happening." I was like, "What is going on?" She was like, "Man, today that she's so stressed that there have been like 15 ladies that came in for abortion, and she has to do the prepping up and all that." So I was like, 15? That's not possible. So she now was like, "Oh, am I doubting her or what?" This lady took me inside, brought out the book for registration. Look, you know what we call long note in Nigeria, the long note. That month was in November. She showed me the one for October, and it was about four pages. So each page, or I would say four leaves. Each page is 22. So when you times 22 by 8, whatever it gives you, that's the amount of people that came in there for. And she told me that month was slow. So these girls already, they do these things, so we know this stuff. So our own, for her to keep it, a Nigerian girl to keep it, that means probably it took her unawares, or there was no finances to get it out. But if the finances was there, she would have taken care of it. So in Nigeria, don't look at the ones that are pregnant. The ones that are pregnant are the ones that accepted their faith and continue and decided to keep the baby. You know, those are the ones that you see that are pregnant in Nigeria. Many of them that are not pregnant took theirs away. They aborted those babies. So when you look at it, you'll be like, oh man, this one did not touch this one. A lie. So I do not blame the ladies that gave the birth. Also, I do not blame the ones that did the abortion because of the stigmatization that happens to be in Nigeria against people that are young ladies or married ladies that are pregnant. So it is what it is, one man. I wish her the best. Let her have a baby and keep it moving.
All right. Let me take you to a different space, but this one somewhat of a complex one, and you may leap to a conclusion in the first instance, but if you pause to reflect, then you may somewhat be conflicted on what to think. I want a refund. I don't want to do blood money. Lautech student who asked for refund speaks. So this is the narrative of a guy who graduated from Lautech, as they have told him that is the pathway to a good life. And he did that since 2016. But since 2016, his life has not progressed an inch. And he's been dusting around. He goes to his father, that give me money, father, so that I can start a business. And his father says, look, here is the bill from your education is still not being paid for. I have no money to give you anymore. So the guy takes the certificate, goes back to the school and say, here is your certificate. I want every penny that I've paid you for this certificate back. So he returns the certificate for his school fees. Do you see his point, or does he have a point?
He doesn't have a point. The school did not promise you jobs. The school said, if you go through us, then you will have a brighter future. His future is brighter. What failed him is the society. So he should go just get his PVC and think about voting Obi. And stop.
We got there eventually. We never escape, do we? We can never escape. Okay, carry on.
No. I'll be honest with you. How can you go to the school to disturb them? Someone has done something similar in the past, going to harass the school. Why are you harassing the school? The same problem you're having is the same problem some of those lecturers are having. That's the reason why they're going on strike. And when they go on those strikes to fight for their rights and our rights, at the time, if we cannot stay at home again, we start telling them, open up. Then you go back and you still face all those same problems that you've been facing, and you keep calling on the government. So it's either we go on strike for once and solve the problem of strike in Nigeria for once, and channel these resources into something else. We are doing these people more harm than good. That guy is having a psych issue. He's having a meltdown. For someone like that to think, for a graduate to think like that, he might come up tomorrow and go up and shoot up schools. That guy is frustrated. And this is the life of the average Nigerian. But he is pouring his victims on the wrong people. He's on the wrong institution. The school did you nothing. What did they do? With all the low payment or low salaries or inadequate salaries that they get, they still come, make sacrifices to come teach you. Why go there to disturb them? It's the case of Nigerians. When you see a thief on the road, you stone him. Maybe he stole a small cup or small money. You will hear, ole. Bah, bro. Jungle justice. For stealing what? Maybe something worth 1,000, 2,000. Sometimes it could be even 200 naira. Sometimes it could just be somebody say, ole, and they just come for you. But in this situation, we see the politicians that stole billions, and we hail them. Everybody has to learn in Nigeria that it's no more business as usual. That is why 2023 it's very, 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 very important for everyone in Nigeria to understand that the country is going down, and we cannot go the old way. We cannot continue the old way. Like I said earlier on, the people around Tinubu, those people are not ready to change. The people around Atiku, the Wabaras of this world, all of them, you saw them yesterday at the next meeting. All of them, where do you think they're going to? They are talking about settling. Who are they going to settle? These same people that plunged us into this place that we are in are the same people that are going to give all these positions. But we have somebody, we have an option. And that option...
Yes, let me guess. It's Peter.
By the way, you know who it is. You know, he has, made that commitment. It's not just the idea, but the commitment to do the job, the commitment to be prudent, the commitment to be transparent, and the commitment to be accessible. Most importantly. Because what happens in the political space is anybody goes into power, before they go into power, P2B changed a lot of things. Do you know that in the past, I will show you picture of Rocha Sokorocha smoking corn on the roadside. Ruth Amechi was doing braid to buy votes. Those are the kind of nasty politics they were playing then. Cheap politics they were playing then. Some of them will go to the market and start selling water leaf.
All right, we're not really going to go to politics, but but
I'm just trying to wrap everything up for you as regards this the young man that is really angry at the school. He should also he should know that he has an option, and that option is Peter Obi.
All right. You remember we were talking about teenage crushes just now, and I was telling you about a lady called Dora Ifudu, who was my go-to when I was younger. So let me give you a quick sample of who this lady is, and then you might see what I see and saw. So here she is, Dora Ifudu. I think she's from Abia or something.
Man,
so there she is, Dora Ifudu. I don't understand the word from what she's saying, but you know there are certain songs that you have permanently on loop and you listen to endlessly. I used to listen to that song endlessly, just endlessly. You know, she's,
for real. I didn't
go
even
check
know.
out Dora Ifudu. She's
I will. Probably there are some numbers that I know, but I don't really know. I can't remember who she is. But listening to her sound, there is some, it's like pop. It has a lot of stuff in it, and of course, the beautiful voice from her. One man, his music is kind of generational, and certain music lives through all generations, like the Bob Marley transcends whatever generation you are, So Nice one there. And meanwhile, one man, please, just a troll at Tinubu before I leave.
Right.
Please, the idea that Tinubu increased funding of Lagos from 600 to 51 billion, I think that was a misconception. And we should stop telling such lies. He did not do that. When Tinubu was in government, he only increased the money from 600 million to 6 billion, which in itself was a good feat. But please, for accuracy's sake, we cannot continue to exaggerate the activities, the achievements of these guys. Look, someone.
All right. You know, Kulata will come after you, of course.
Oh, no. I'm just telling you. Even Ambode came, it was Ambode that came after, or Fashola that came after him, right? Fashola even did better. Fashola took it to about 15 billion, during his stay. So if you look at, when you want to quantify it, Fashola did much better. But I can also admit that Fashola's success could also be from the foundation, that he laid. But again, lastly, he put up a 25-year plan for Lagos State. And I will ask, we are almost how many years when he was governor? He did that, I think, 2 years after he became governor. And we are almost close to 25 years. Is that the plan? Is that the plan?
What's the plan? So you have to tell us what the plan is.
No.
We can see if it's been actualized or not.
No, see, whatever 25-year plan that you should have for any country, for any state, for any country, even for your own business, it has to be tech. It has to be top-notch. Lagos State, which whatever thing that is going on in Lagos State, is still, it can still pass for a glorified village. A place where you have I'm telling you, I say an upgraded village. It's very upgraded, right? Because you cannot tell me a place where we don't have access to pipe-borne water. In many places, we still have the
pipe-borne water.
Yes, I mean, where I say in Lagos State, it is hard. It doesn't come into your house. We have a bowl.
All right. Let's leave all that to one side. Maybe in the latter session we're going to that.
Okay, so just I'm just trying to brush it up.
Yeah, but I don't know if pipe-borne water is water.
Yeah, let me add a little bit to that.
Right.
It's true. Not everywhere in Lagos does not have full running pipe-borne water.
But why would everywhere in Lagos have full running pipe-borne water? Is that the
hold on. Let me call some. I live in Ojota before I left Nigeria. I was in Ojota. I was there for 9 months.
Which part of Nigeria has pipe? Which country in Africa do they have pipe-borne water? I know now. I'm not exaggerating. Which country how many countries in the world do they have pipe-borne water? What are you talking about? Do they have pipe-borne water in India? They have pipe-borne water in India.
Okay. Anyway, Lagos don't really.
Do they have it in Pakistan?
Water running.
Do they have it? Where do they have pipe-borne water?
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Sorry. Well, my point was that I was trying to talk to one man one day is that I know Tinubu did some things, but I wanted to know what he did from that 1999 to 2007, what he started and finished, not the continuity of Albode and Fashola. I know those people continue subsetting things.
Well, we've given you a list already.
Hold on, I'll continue to that list. Don't worry. And we also understood and know that those lists you are bringing, those were the stuff. What's it called? That they did, and the Tinubu build on that.
What do you mean? They are not. What we've already gone through this now.
Those are the blueprint. I said the blueprint. Hold on. Let me just quickly give you some little bits. I know we don't have time.
But don't make stuff up, because you've
I'm not
making
stuff up. I have to carry my laptop away from home. It's Check-O-Day achievement is online everywhere. But Tinubu will have to go and look for that what you post for me to. But now this was by Check-O-Day stuff I want to read out to you. Please pardon my pronunciation. Okay. Check-O-Day at 1999 to 1983. That's 1983 achievement. He did. I have to just. I take out some. He built government state House of Assembly complex. He built Lagos State Television.
Where did they build the government House of Assembly?
His government built the Lagos House of Assembly complex.
Where did they build it?
Where it is? The Lagos House of Assembly.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where they are sitting in the House of Assembly. Now, this is I don't know. That way they don't know. Wait now, one man. Now hold on. Then he built this is everywhere. It's even in TVC archive. What the achievement of Athletic Black on the so he built the Lagos State Television. He built the Lagos Radio. He built Lagos State University. His government, then he established a general hospital in all zones over the state within assurance.
I don't think. Sorry, I apologize. No. You already don't know what you are talking about.
No.
You are saying he initiated. Say he initiated. You can't say he built now.
This is what I wrote. This was wrote from Tinubu archive. Let me use the word. Let me use the word for you. Let me use the word. Hold on, now, one man. Let me read the word for you.
Come tight.
I'm coming tight. See, I'm reading from a computer
now.
Hold on.
I'm somebody built something when
coming from a computer.
Initiated.
I can put it on the screen. for you. I'm inside my car. I'm reading from a computer. I can put it on the screen for. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see my inside the car anyway. I'm reading from my Mac anyway. You cannot see it. But let me read a little bit for you. It said his government established the general hospital in zone all over the state with insurance of free healthcare. His government established teaching training college and the College of Education.
So where are we going? Where are we going with all this?
Wait now, let's go to the housing. Let me go to the housing. His government built the low-cost housing.
Where are you taking us to? Are you comparing Tinubu with
No. What I'm taking you to, we should
let the guy speak, man.
No, because I'm shutting down the session in half an hour. So take us to where you're going to.
No, I'm taking where I'm taking you to. I want to remove all this.
Are you essentially saying that Jakonde did better than Tinubu?
No, I'm not telling you that. Let's remove Jakonde's achievement from Tinubu accident. Let's check what Tinubu really did, because most of the time
is that not what we did the last time?
No, listen, what we did.
Did you even pay attention to what I read to you the last time? I said he started and finished. All the things that I read out to you the last time was started and finished.
Yes.
Started and finished.
The things you read out, most of them are not Jakonde achievement.
No,
like the Epe Road.
No, just leave it. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let me read this part and I will leave it. Let me read this part to you. And let's put here, I will leave it. His government built the low cost housing in Ajayi, Dolphin, Okeafa, Ajay, Abesan, my presentation when it comes to
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Ipori, Ikpaja, Abule, N80.
Jakonde built a lot of housing estates.
Wait now, wait now. Ekpe,
yes.
Yeah, Akita Matomo.
Yes, what are you doing now?
What am I doing is this. Wait,
is anybody saying that Jakonde did not build housing estates? Tinubu also built housing estates. Several of them started and finished.
So are you not disputing that Tinubu did not build?
I don't know what he's doing.
Wait, don't let me land now. You just keep attacking me.
Can you hold on?
I'm holding on.
Not only was I reading you the things that Tinubu built, people who were there, like Thomas, and more to it, Ovie, who is not a fan of Tinubu, he said he was looking at those buildings being built and completed. So nobody is saying Jakonde did not do X, Y, Z. Nobody is even disputing that Jakonde was better than Tinubu, but Tinubu does have achievements, which we listed to you.
Okay, can I speak now, Mama, please?
Yeah, carry on. But
my point I'm saying,
arguing that.
Yeah, my point I'm saying, like the Ekpe Road, Ekpe Jebu Ode Road, it was constructed by Jakonde, and today we are saying Tinubu open Lekki. Victoria Garden City was opened by Jakonde, but today they say Lekki is built by Tinubu. Those are the things what I say. Let's remove what Jakonde did and let's see what is remaining for that Tinubu did. That's my own point of argument.
Yeah, but nobody, no, what are you doing now? Nobody has ever said Tinubu did what Jakonde did. Because from the list that I read to you, he said he started it at X time and finished it at X time. So let's say, for instance, you are living in London D. So in London D, there are northwest, south, and east. So I developed northwest London D, that developed the south, and then you come in and then you developed the north. So that's not to say I developed London D or you developed London D. You did your development and I did mine. So what is the dispute?
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to put in a simple form where we can understand me. My own dispute is that most of Tinubu's antecedents is intertwining with the stuff Jakonde already did. I didn't say
it will always intertwine, but because Lagos is a continuum now. It's not. If Jakonde had already opened, okay, let's say Jakonde built a road towards, let's say, Ikorodu, or let's put anywhere. He built a road towards Ikorodu and fleshed out a city map for Ikorodu, and they've already built the roads, and he's already built a couple of estates. Is Tinubu then going to go and start another road and do another map, or continue from where Jakonde stopped to evolve that space in even more to a cosmopolitan city? So nobody is disputing that Jakonde did well. Now, nobody is disputing that Jakonde did better or worse than Tinubu. All you asked for was what he did, and that was what was presented to you. That he started it during his administration and completed it during his administration.
Okay, one man. Yes, I get what you're saying. But like that, I was saying, like, we should
started and finished. So
yes,
so, I mean,
yeah, started and finished. I should pick, and the one that started and finished, we should pick them one by one. Like, guess I just point that
really what we did the last time.
Yeah. We read so many things, and we couldn't go to that part of picking one by one. I know there's no more time. I don't know if you more time here, but there's no way anybody can tell me that it was Tinubu. Like, I know, because I was saying Tinubu opened up Lekki, built Lekki, and that's why Lekki became booming. And it's written here, Jakonde constructed Victoria Island and
Jakonde constructed Victoria Island.
Yes, yeah.
Victoria Island has been there since the colonials.
His government constructed Victoria Island, Ekpe Road. Sorry, the road. Let me read it well. His government constructed Victoria Island and Ekpe Road, thereby creating an oil rig for Lagos State. His government established the AFAD plant for the Department of Public Works. I'm reading his achievement anyway. So what I'm trying to say, Jakonde have already led this blueprint, developed these areas. They're already thriving. And
they're already thriving.
I don't know language to use. They're already. I don't know. They're already there.
He has opened up. He opened up spaces. It's just the example that I gave you now. If he built a road to open up a space, then the succeeding administrations, they will expand on that space, would they not? So it's not either or, it's as well as.
Which part did Tinubu expand on?
But what are you asking me? You've just come suddenly to start asking me questions.
Okay, we'll still do this. I will not let you go on this topic. We'll sort this thing out. This is a short time. We'll meet again.
What are you sorting out, though? What are you disputing? Are you saying Tinubu has no achievement?
What I'm saying, not so much credit to Tinubu. He really did.
Okay, are you saying he has no achievements?
He has, but not at that much. That's my own.
All right. If you're saying okay, I'm not going to dispute that with you. That's your subjective view. A lot of people feel he achieved a lot, but that's your subjective view. But nobody is saying that Jakonde did better or worse than Tinubu. And I'm not aware that anybody is attributing Jakonde's achievements to Tinubu, because what people have presented to you was what Tinubu started in his administration and completed in his administration. So I'm not quite sure if that can be, you can fact check those.
And
I understand. He started it and finished it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's it.
So
whether you think it's enough or not enough, that is your subjective view.
So we should start all this people build Lagos and all that, and those bridges I'm still waiting for you to come up.
But you go find it. I'm not Tinubu's
I'll go find it.
Yeah, go find it. That's your area, but it's not mine.
Okay. I'll still come. This is just second. I don't want to take your time.
I am not Tinubu's advocate, by the way. So I'm
we're not talking about Tinubu. What we do
it's nothing to do with me. If you
it got nothing to do with you.
It's nothing to do with me. If you have facts about Tinubu, come present it. We will check it. If it stands, it stands. If it falls, it falls. But it is not for me to go and be digging Tinubu's achievements out. I'm not on his campaign team, and if I was a voter, I would not even vote for him. So it's nothing to do with me about Tinubu's bridge or not. This is something that you've latched onto, so you follow it through.
No, I don't latch onto. I'm just trying to bring out some certain stuff. Check it, balance it, and then we move on.
Yeah, do that now, but don't.
I'll do it.
Don't take away from the man what he has achieved.
No, I'm not taking away from the man.
Attribute to him what he did not.
No, I'm not taking away from the man what he achieved, but I don't want people to attribute what he didn't do and add it to it and make it like he's
of course not. That is unacceptable. So there is no dispute.
That's my point. That's my point. Thank you. You got that. That's my point. I didn't say didn't do anything.
I'm not quite sure what all of this has been about. No, I don't want to open up that space because I know you want to latch on to the Peter B something or the other.
It's not Peter B. It's not Peter B. I'm just talking about your Tinubu. The problem
how is it my Tinubu? When did he become my Tinubu?
No, it's your Tinubu because the way you're defending him, you are defending him like you were paid billions.
Why am I defending him?
Like
this guy
won't allow no one to talk.
He has come up with a list of Jakonde's achievements as though people are saying that Jakonde did not achieve anything. And it's saying people are attributing Jakonde's achievements to Tinubu, which is factually not true because he set the task. And I think somebody went and dug up Tinubu's achievements. And we presented it here. And the achievements was that he started XYZ during his administration and completed it. Started, completed. So there was a long list, and all of these things. He told us that this World Pay same guy now. He told us when he opened up that space that because he ambushed the platform just on one day when we were just about to shut down. He ambushed the platform with some made up narrative that how many did Tinubu did? I said, how would I know? I don't have his data. And he said, I've done my research, 0. And he was doing all that, and he was, printing and peacocking and doing all of that. And as soon as we went to check, virtually 80-90% of what he said was false. So he's now trying to double down on that falsehood to go and start digging up.
No, I'm not doubling down. I asked 3 questions, and we only answered one. I said bridging,
your questions. It's nothing to do with me.
Housing and bus park.
So then you go and do the research. We all have the same tools.
We all have checked. There's no bridge. We all know that. There's no bus.
One man, can I interject, please?
No, man, this is a nonsense. Interject and then I'll shut that.
Calm down, one man.
No, I wanted a light-hearted session this afternoon, and this guy has come with what he did the last time again.
One man, I just want to what piece? Are you trying to compare Tinubu's achievement to Obi achievement?
Sorry, my friend, you are using a very long question to. You're using a very wrong word to ask me a question. We are not kids here now. You saw what we're doing. We're not trying to fight here. We're just talking about. I said last night, like I want to remove. Let's remove. Jakonde achievement, and let's see what is left of Tinubu as dissident. Then we'll go from there.
What piece? I'm just asking you a question. I said, are you trying to?
I don't like that. Put a question.
Akim, don't do that, Akim.
What he's saying is that hold on now. What piece? What he's saying is that people are attributing Jakonde's achievements to Tinubu. This I think is the point that it's that is trying to make. And it's saying if you remove Jakonde's accomplishments in Lagos, if you removed it from Lagos, that Tinubu's achievement is derisory and pittance. So this I think is where they are trying to go.
Yeah, but this is the problem. The problem is that if you want to judge every government based on your own metric, you will find failures more than the good things that the government can do. It depends on the lens that from which you are looking at that specific government from. So if you want to assess a government on a very fair ground, unbiased ground, then that's a different matter. But I think what you are doing is you're trying to apply some sort of bias metric. If you want to, you cannot bring whatever Jakonde did
and then you just forgot that there was a military government in between Jakonde and Tinubu, knowing that there will be a rollback or there will be some setback on ground. All of us knew the way Lagos was before we came back to democracy. Nobody can deny the fact. The state that Lagos was a filthy, one of the most dirtiest states in the whole of the country. Everybody knows that. So you can't just look at it based on structure or bridges or maybe which the man did some houses and all those things, but you have to look at governance in totality. You can't just point to say, oh, where are the bridges or where are this one? No, that is like you're more like a critic.
Akim, on my screen here, I have, let me see how many. I have 108 things that Tinubu did in Lagos State, and this is just from my and these are not even the major things that he has done. Because I have another list of another set of about 50 in terms of constructions and quantifiable things. But if we go through that now, it will just turn into a messy thing. But thank you for that war piece. Let's hear from Alexander Gomez, who I'm sure has never heard of anything called Onlyfans. Onlyfans, Alexander, such a thing. Have you heard of it? Unmute.
Yeah, good morning. I've never heard of it before, but I've been following the platform, and I Googled it. I see what they do. It's survival of the fittest, isn't it? Whatever people can do to make money is what they're doing these days. College degree doesn't mean anything anymore. So people they're using all kinds of ways to make money. So if this is the way she can make her money. So my Ofana Guru brother said, so long as she's not killing anybody or harming anybody, kudos to her. I have no objections about that. So that's my position on that one.
Talking about college degrees not meaning anything anymore. So the guy returns his degree to Lautech, Ladoke Akitola University, a strong degree, by the way, in agriculture, which is a useful degree. He got that degree in 2016. It has not been of use to him since. So he went to his father to say, give me some money to start a business. And his father showed him a ledger book of all the debts that he's still carrying from his education. He says, I've done my bit for you. So the guy takes his certificate back to Ladoke Akitola University, and then he's asking them for a full refund of all of his school fees, because they made him the promise that if he got an education, he would get a better life. He got that education, and he did not get a better life. Is he entitled to that refund, Alexander?
Absolute crap. Never heard anything so ludicrous in my lifetime. You go to a university to acquire knowledge, to acquire the educational wherewithal. That doesn't guarantee you. Doesn't guarantee you a job. After that, you go to the job market and go hustle to get a job. You go defend your degree, bring what you have and what you've learned from college to the table. And let's say when there are employers out there that would give you a job because they think you have something to offer. If you're not coming across to see if you have something to offer, they won't hire you. So college degree in Nigeria is not when we were in college in the 70s or early 80s, where you can go anywhere in the world with a Nigerian degree. Not to say that I have a Nigerian degree. I've never gone to university in Nigeria. I only did high school in Nigeria. But the college degree in my heydays from Nigeria were world-class degrees. So it's not like that anymore. I mean, it's not unusual to come across someone who has a college degree and can't multiply 8 by 8. So college degree in Nigeria don't mean anything. I knew of a lady in the 80s, actually, who's supposed to be a cousin of mine. They were sitting for their final exams in University of Lagos, and she was in London having fun and doing shopping. So what are we talking about? It's the college degree is not what the paper is written on anymore. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. I think he's having a mental meltdown, unfortunately. So that's
it's the state of the country, isn't it? Nothing guarantees you. Because he's saying he doesn't want to do blood money, which is to say that he doesn't want to follow the Yahoo path. So what that story tells us essentially is that nothing guarantees you a decent life in Nigeria anymore, not even an education.
Yeah. What actually guarantees you a decent lifestyle now is vocational training.
Yes.
Like Thomas says, hairdressing, plumbing, those kind of things. You could have a college degree and you can have vocational training. Carpenter, I mean high class vocational training. I make a lot of money. Those are the kind of people that I know here. I know manicurists that make thousands of naira every week in Nigeria. And I know college degrees with masters. I know college graduates with master's degree who don't have anything because we churn out. See the problem? Let me tell you what the problem is. I've noticed this back in the 80s. We churn out too many college graduates in Nigeria and there are no jobs readily available for them. So you have about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people who are college graduates in a specific field chasing after one job. So it becomes a problem. We're churning out. In Ghana, when you go to college, let me tell you what they do in Ghana. It's so restricted that what they do is if you say you're studying law, and they might say the Ghana Bar Association might say this year we want 200 new lawyers in the system. If the 200 are the best in the highest category, which is maybe in the 90s, those are the only people they're going to graduate. Even that's 85, 86, 87%, which is a pass mark, they fail them because they don't want to oversaturate the system. You don't have any unemployed lawyers in Ghana. You don't have unemployed medical doctors in Ghana because they just don't churn out thousands and thousands and thousands of college graduates chasing after one single job. That's the problem. But the reason why I'm calling today, why I'm calling this morning essentially, is because I noticed you and the Japanese Benin guy, what's his name again?
What face?
Yeah, I noticed the guy you were getting into it back and forth. Like Hakeem says, and Hakeem is from your place too. Well, please. Hakeem is an Edo man. I know that. There's a generational difference between all these people you're talking about. I am a proud Lagosian. I know the space more than anybody on this platform. This starts, the first governor we had in Lagos was Mobolaji Johnson. Then you had another person, I wasn't in Nigeria then. Then you had Jack Conde. Jack Conde was a good governor, but he was a socialist. He was a socialist, essentially. He made things readily available. And what he did, according to one man, and people don't talk about, which is true, he expanded the space. He expanded Lagos. There was nothing like, when I was young, there was nothing like Aja. Lekki was Morocco. People came from that place called Lekki. There were people, the riverine people, they drove them away, they developed the place, they turned into a highbrow area. Whatever Fashola achieved and the successor were just follow-ups of what Tinubu laid down. Tinubu was an amazing governor, what he did, his number one achievement was quadrupling or taking the income of Lagos State to a level that we never thought we could ever be. That will be his main achievement. Did he make money out of it? Of course he made a lot of money out of it. Is he corrupt? Of course he's probably one of the most corrupt politicians in Nigeria. But he took us to where we are today, where we can start claiming the 6th or 7th largest economy in Africa. So that we need to acknowledge that. That's very important. Yes, Jack Conde did a lot of things, but like I said on this platform to one man, he actually ruined other things too. Like our education standard in Lagos was ruined because he turned schools, which were prime schools, into school 1, school 2, school 3, school 4. Destroyed the standard of education consequently. But what he did was he afforded people the opportunity who couldn't otherwise go to school to go to school. So Jack Conde was from a different generation, and Tinubu also is from a different generation. But you can't compare. It's like compare apples to oranges. It's not quite the same. So that's why I came in.
The real travesty, Alexander, is that it is almost like you're being forced into a position to defend Tinubu, who I don't really like him especially, but just for fairness and balance, you cannot say the man did not achieve when his achievements are visible. There are people on this platform, Ovie is not a Tinubu fan, and he's telling you about the estates that he built. And you are telling us that he did not build any. And we have brought you a list of the things that he built, and you are saying it's Jakonde that did it. So it's just it's a maddening sort of a conversation.
Jakonde
1 minute.
Is that Ajali Koko?
Yeah.
Yeah, Baba.
Yeah,
I think what this was trying to say was that whatever achievement that Tinubu made while in office, we should distinguish it from that of Fashola and distinguish that of Fashola. Yes.
Yeah.
So what he was saying is that giving all the praises to Tinubu of all from that time to this time is not fair. Fashola did a lot, and Habado did a lot during their own time. Every successes that these other guys after Tinubu made should not be given to Tinubu as if Tinubu was the one that made all those successes.
Why not?
Because they are different administration.
But it was just a carry. But Ajale
it's a different administration. We cannot.
Yeah, but
different administration is a follow-on of Tinubu's administration.
Exactly. And you can't also deny the fact.
And it's a follow-on of Tinubu's template.
And also you can't. Come on now, you know better than most. You can't not deny the fact that these people, Fashola and whatever the guy's name is after him, were handpicked to carry on his legacy. You know that.
So what are we saying?
That. Well, hold on. Let us get it right. If we are doing that, we are very unfair to those guys too.
Were they handpicked? So hold on. Were they handpicked by Tinubu? Fashola and Bode? Were they handpicked?
Through their primary, but the people voted. The people voted them in. Agreed, they were doing their primary. Yes, that happened. But people voted them in.
Right,
and
they were handpicked by Tinubu. Why were they handpicked by
Tinubu? As a seasoned politician yourself, let's be honest with ourselves. Do you think Ambode could have defeated Agbaje? Do you think so? Come on now. Agbaje, Jakonde, Makinde, whatever his name is. Can you remind me of that name again, please, woman?
Can I get some few minutes speak, please?
Yeah, hold on, Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu.
No, Sanwo-Olu. Fashola successor.
Fashola and Ambode.
Do you think that one-on-one Ambode could have defeated?
It could not now because
there's no way now. You know that
Agbaje is an established name.
Yeah, you know now. So these are handpicked people to carry out
what we are saying here. So what we are saying here, the success they achieve cannot be written on their name while in office.
No,
everything
I am not going
to but under Tinubu's banner.
It is not Tinubu achievement.
I am not going to
be given to them. We are unfair to give everything to Tinubu.
Whatever has been achieved in Lagos State from 1999 till date is attributable to Tinubu.
All right. So their failure during their office, during their time, did you give it to Tinubu as well?
Well, the totality of the totality
of. Look. Let us.
From 1999 till this day we are speaking now, everything achieved in Lagos attributable to Tinubu.
Okay, let me tell you this. 1 minute, Bartholomew, please. Awolowo and pick Jakonde to govern Lagos State.
Yes.
The achievement of Jakonde was not given. Hold on.
But it wasn't
the achievement of Jakonde in Lagos the achievement of Jakonde in Lagos was not given to Awolowo.
But it's attributable to what is Jakonde's nickname? What is Jakonde's nickname?
Yeah, that forget about the nickname, Baba Kekere, right?
Baba Kekere.
Yes.
And who is
yes.
Baba? Who is Baba?
Yes, yeah, Awolowo was Baba.
Well, there
okay.
you are.
But what I'm saying, hold on one man. The 4 years achievement of Jakonde was specifically it is not Awolowo. It is not. Well, the party have a program on how they will govern. They have their what do you call it? They have their plan. They have their manifesto.
They have their manifesto predicated on Awolowo's vision.
You know what I'm saying was that Awolowo was the leader of the party.
What was the vision of the party? Was it not Awolowo's vision?
Yes, is the vision of the party
that they carried out in Lagos.
The vision of the party, Unity Party of Nigeria, led by Awolowo, and that was what everybody carried out in all the states that they govern. And the achievement of each of them was attached to them. We never, when we are talking of achievement of Jakonde in Lagos State, we never mention Awolowo. We mention Jakonde. So the achievement of Fashola should be distinguished from that of Tinubu.
When it's based on Tinubu's vision.
When we are doing this, we are just trying to. You just ridicule the hard work of those guys. You try to ridicule Fashola.
Hold on. Can you recall why they removed Ambode? Because I can recall.
Because Ambode was not playing game, was not giving them money.
Yes,
as they expected.
That's your speculation. Yes. But what's the official reason? Tinubu said so himself.
He said what? What is it?
What it said? It said Ambode was deviating from the
That was a lie. We deviating. We saw everything that guy built in Lagos.
We saw everything that he built. And
we saw it's a lie. It's a lie because it was
created by Tinubu.
It was lying. It was lying. That guy built a lot of infrastructure in Lagos State that we saw.
Yes,
I've been an adult. I've been an adult during Jakonde too. We saw everything that Jakonde did, and if you compare what Jakonde did within 4 years, compared to what they have been doing for 23 years, you will see them as failure. Jakonde even perform better than them.
That's from your own.
And what that guy was saying, what Peace was saying, it was mentioned. The Secretary Alawusa was beat by Jakonde within that 4 years. We were using old Alawusa Secretariat when Jakonde came in the Keja, near the police barrack. That was the Secretariat of Lagos State. He built the legislative arm of government in that Alawusa.
We know he has a list of achievements.
The governor has the governor's office that they are using today.
Because of time, because we know nobody is disputing that he has a vast retinue of achievements. Yeah. Nobody is disputing that. Nobody is even suggesting that Tinubu was better than him. Some people feel Tinubu is better than him. Others will argue fervently that he is not. So, Jakonde's achievements, they are documented. These schools that Alexander Gomez was referencing, we even call them Jakonde schools. So, his achievements in Lagos is there for everybody to see. So, that doesn't preclude that other people also achieved. And to a greater or lesser degree, subjective, but other people achieved too. You know, so going through a list of Jakonde's achievements is not, nobody disputes that he did achieve things, and that he created the Secretariat is like saying Buhari created Abuja. Yes, Buhari initiated and started the movement to Abuja, but the expansion and the greatness that is Abuja now, you can still say actually the vision was Gowon's, but you can say the modern Abuja now was birthed by Babangida, but Abuja as it stands now, you can't give the attribution to him totally. So that is just free. It's a continuous development, isn't it? And
but don't over-exaggerate it. Don't over-exaggerate it. That's the point.
What has been over-exaggerated?
Do you know?
We're an itemized list.
One man, do you know that today is the first time that I knew that Owl handpicked Jakonde. All my life, all I keep hearing is Jakonde. What you're talking about, Ambode, let me tell you. Do you know that in Lagos State, the citizens of Lagos asked Ambode had no balls. That is Ambode's problem. People of Lagos State told Ambode, go out to another party. We are going to vote you. Go and ask what happened there.
Well, he knows that Lagos State belongs to it.
No. See, Ambode had no balls. Because let me tell you, the development under Ambode was huge. Ambode, this thing you're talking about, do you know Oshodi? When you're talking about Oshodi, if you knew what Oshodi was those days, when Ambode went to Oshodi, go to Oshodi today. That is what you call development.
Why do you keep saying nobody is disputing achievements?
No. But that wasn't part of Tinubu's plan. It wasn't part of Tinubu's plan.
How do you know?
I'm just telling you. The way he executed it.
No, hold on. You know the master plan for Lagos State was envisioned by Tinubu? Do you know the modeling of it is at the Secretariat in Alausa? You can go and see it yourself. It's not anything hidden.
One man. What I'm just saying is this. Let me just finish this point. Let me just finish this point, please. If for 23 years, just let me finish this point. If Tinubu, 2 years after he came into power, said he had a 25 years plan, from 2 years after
what was it? What was the 25-year plan?
That was what he said when he was in power.
What was it? What were the benchmarks?
It was the transformation of Lagos State into a mega city.
Hold on. What were the
benchmarks? So that was the plan we are following.
Hold on. Can you hold on? What were the benchmarks of those of that 25-year plan?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. That if the benchmark of your 25-year-old plan.
You don't know.
Let me tell you. Let me just tell you this now. Can I just
know the benchmark? Don't say if now. Let me make this point. If you are going from if, then you are pivoting it.
One man. You're not going to bully me over this.
No, I'm not bullying you.
One man. Now.
You are misdirecting. You are misdirecting.
No, I am not misdirecting it.
Because if you are going from if, then we're going to your suppositions. So I'm asking you, what are the do you know the benchmarks of the 25-year plan?
Any mega city that would not have pipe-borne water as a basic plan in its 25-year-old transformation plan.
You can't say the 25-year plan has failed if you don't know the benchmarks.
No. What I'm just saying is that at 23 years old, we are at about 23 years old now. That's what I'm telling you.
Do you know the benchmarks?
Go and look at Lagos. Lagos is still a mess.
All right, forget all that. Okay, that's all. That's what you wanted to do. So do that. But that doesn't make your point. Because if you're saying it has a 25-year plan, but you don't know what the benchmark of the plan is, then you cannot say if targets have been met or not.
Okay, there's no problem, one man. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to import it. I'm going to import it, and we're going to discuss it on here. But what I'm just telling you is this: any transformational plan.
No, that's transformational plan. That's your subjective view. So you are giving us a subjective view.
It is not. No, I'm not giving you a subjective view. When you stay in London, right? Whatever house you're going to build in London, more have access to pipe-borne water.
All right.
Millions of houses in Lagos does not have.
How many people have pipe-borne water?
How
many people have pipe-borne water in Anambra? Do they even know?
But you say you're transforming. You say you're transforming the state, right? If not, are you transforming into a village?
Do the government office in Anambra have pipe-borne water?
One man, if you go to Lekki area, the Lekki area you said, the Lekki area you said Tinubu built, go and see the kind of roads they have there.
All right, let's hear from Bartholomew. Let's hear from Bartholomew. Bartholomew, come in. Bartholomew, you wanted to come in?
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Good to have you.
Yes, thank you. I've been listening. So let me just say this little thing. Sometimes, I don't want us to be comparing Lagos with Anambra State as a the same, because remember, Lagos was a capital city for many years.
We're talking
Anambra
about
has not.
pipe-borne water
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
What do you mean?
I know.
Pipe is
Hold on,
a
I'm coming.
basic necessity.
No. I
According
said
to
Lagos was built by colonial masters
yeah. Do
long
they
time
have
ago.
pipe-borne water?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Basically, they don't.
We don't. But we still living. So
But they
number
still
two,
have in Lagos, Abi.
yes, but Lagos still good in Lagos. Anambra still good in Anambra. So I want to remind us something. Sometimes I ask myself this very question: is our people in this modern age, our educated ones, the one that live in London, the one that live in America, Australia, whatever, all over the world, are we still the same people as Nderi Leiri? I think Joel will interpret this for you guys to understand. Are we still the same people as Nderi Leiri? Means that this very news that we brought yesterday, this very concern, this Aboki man, they said that they are arrested in Egypt or whatever. One man, that thing is a setup just for us to be dining and arguing and reading, and these people still planning their way to milk us, to loot us, and to kill us.
Do they have tarred roads? Do they have tarred roads in Anambra? Tarred roads?
I said no, we do not have. We have mud, but we're still living. So I've already finished that one. I don't like argument. That one is already gone.
Yes.
So now I'm going to this very Aboki man that we say that that they are arrested in Egypt. That thing is a game plan. One man is a game plan. I still ask our people: are we still Nderi? Means the same Mugu we are for years ago, we still today. That thing is a pure game. It's a pure blind game, and we are here arguing about that. Now that one is gone. If we're saying that our government cannot afford plane to land in Nigeria anymore. Now, if we are going back to Ghana, Cotonou, whatever, to come through border, I don't know how many of us in this very platform has a border crossing experience. Now, that one is another game plan to extract money from us. Because remember, if we don't have a plane that fall in Nigeria, if you fall in Ghana or Cotonou or Togo, you are going to take express bus to drive you to Lagos from Ghana or Cotonou or Togo. Many of us that did not have this very experience will take short drop motor. When you get to border, I'm so sorry to say this, many people, their bag will get lost. Ekelebe people that work in that very border will benefit by running away with your bag if you don't take time. Why the immigration officer man will be fighting with you to stamp your passport and how much you're gonna pay them, because one man, as we the people, and I don't think that we know the game that these people are planning. These people have a very big secret game that we don't even understand, and we are here arguing every day what Ambode and what Obi and what Tinubu build. I have already said this before. These people never build this with their own pocket money. This is a government money, and they vow to come and do this job. Remember, these people vow to come and do this job. It's not their personal money. Why are we here arguing every day like in Nderi Leiri? The same people we are 10 years ago, we still acting. Thank you very much, you guys. I will step by the side and I'm listening to you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bartholomew. Let's hear from Jim Hunter. So Jim joins us. So Jim, let's hear from you. Unmute yourself and give us your thoughts on the conversation. Jimmy.
Good morning.
Jimmy Hunter. So Jimmy, are you talking? All right, we don't have Jimmy. So let's hear from let's hear from San Diego. We've not heard from San Diego. So San Diego, we started it off at Onlyfans, and now we've ended up in politics. I was determined that the afternoon sessions would not be political, but it looks as though we cannot escape that space. So your thoughts on the session so far? You can start with OnlyFans, which I know you're familiar with. You don't lie, yo. I know you know what OnlyFans is.
Yeah, very funny. Okay, but anyway, I see you're digressed from the main topic, going to Tinubu achievements. But anyway, let me not digress there. But the only point I have to make that Lagos State is not Singapore. Lagos State is not Jankara or Bangladesh. So those capitals, was established later than Lagos. Look where they are and where we are in Lagos. But anyway, going back to the topic about Onlyfans, right? That's what you asked me, right?
Yes, the girl that made 80 million naira in 2 months, $114,000 in your currency in just 2 months.
This is in Nigeria?
No, she's an American-based Igbo lady. So,
okay. Onlyfans is an online contest sharing platform. So they do a lot of things there. So that's not surprising. Even in Nigeria, I think they are involved in that. Because in here, from what I think I've seen, some area where like the Saudi Arabia king and everything, they employ them, they go over there and make millions. So it's nothing new. As far as she did not involve herself to something killing or that kind of thing.
Do you find it morally repugnant?
No, I don't. Not really. As far as it's not criminal. You have to make money, whatever means, necessary, as far as it's legit. Because from what I understand about the online sharing platform, they only find nothing criminal, nothing illegal about it. So I don't really find it. Depends on how you present yourself or whatever you're doing. There's different variety about this platform. So no, I don't find it. She does have to make money, but that's quite a good, that's a good amount of money to make in a month.
You see, and the people mocking her, how much is their wages? How much are they earning? How long will it take them to make 80 million naira? The people mocking her.
This is the age of internet, so there's a lot of way to make money. The only time if it is not criminal or fraudulent, I don't have any issue with that. Power to her, but that's quite a good, good money. And when you transfer that to Nigerian, that's millions. So pretty good.
All right, brilliant. And to the chap that took his certificate back to the university he got it from, for reasons that the certificate has not served him any use in all of the years that he has had it. So he takes the certificate back to ask for a refund, that he had been scammed, that an education will give him a better life. Does he have a point, the chap?
Nice trial. That's all I'm going to say to him, nice trial. No, he does not. The school already, give you the education you want. Blame the government or blame the space where you come from. No, definitely. I'm thinking about something. This guy must have some issue, and he need to be watched. If he can go to that extent, going back to the school where he graduated from, asking for refund, which is not possible anyway to begin with. So he may do something, that may turn out to be not good. So I'm very concerned about that. If somebody can go to that length. But anyway, no, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve any refund. Blame the country. You got the education you request for, and you pay for it. So
he put up a real fight. I've got the clip. Watch him.
We want to call the certificate. This one a drama. Over return certificate for Congo. This one a serious matter.
So that was the Yoruba language, but what he was saying is, Eba mi gbowo mi, give me my money. Iyanjemi, I am suffering. Here is your certificate. So your certificate is not worth what I paid for it. So can I have a refund, please?
Wow, I didn't think it was that serious. I thought maybe he went there, gently to request for the refund. No. Oh man, that's on a different level. So yeah, like I was saying, that guy need to be watched, or the parents, maybe the parents should, change their mind and give him some money.
All right, let me take you to a different space. I've got a little clip on this as well.
Okay.
ASU strike no do me well. Lady shows off huge baby bump. So this is what we anticipated for all of these kids that have been out of school for now 7 months. So the anticipation was a lot of them will be getting pregnant. And here is an example of it. Sanjay.
Anything you cost, I go pay. Say I'm begging you, girl, I'm begging you.
So there is the girl before ASU strike and after ASU strike. So those are the change of direction in the lives of young people that this strike is having.
Yeah, I remember we spoke about this topic a while ago, 2 weeks ago, actually, So that's expected. But this did not start from here, okay? So when I used to go to Nigeria, even before I got married, I had some experience, a little bit of, Lagos, University of Lagos gas. My friends go over there and bring.
What do you mean, your friends? What are you talking about? Look at this man. Yeah. We know you now, Aristotle.
No, but anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're gonna take it to a different level. So it's not something new. It may have escalated at this time because of the Astro Rock. I mean, because they are idle, staying home, not doing anything. So the situation may have worsened. But it's not something new. They have been doing this long time ago. Like I'm telling you, Yeah, I have some experience about it. I'm not talking about any kind of gear you want, okay? I mean, because you come from the state, that's enough for them. It's not a matter of you paying them like it's prostitution in that regard, but they just want to be with you. Yeah, so it's not something new.
All right, let me take you to one final space. Deciding not to date someone because they used to date a Yahoo boy is valid. So here is a man making that assertion that there's absolutely no point dating somebody that is the ex of a Yahoo boy. One, because you don't have the spend to impress her in the manner that she's become accustomed to. And because of the fetishism that is in that Yahoo space, that might well be something in in that lady's body that might well affect your karma. So no point dating the ex of a Yahoo boy. Is this something that you can see why he said?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm in this situation where I don't have enough money, to take care of them, because a lot of Nigerian guys that have been in that situation. Why did they go to Yahoo boys? Because the Yahoo boys has a lot of money. They lavish them, spend a lot of money on them. So if you can't afford to spend that kind of money on them, what's the essence of dating them? They are just using you. And the fetish part of it, another thing, they are used to that. I mean, they experienced that when they were dating the previous Yahoo guy, So you need to be careful about yourself. You might be used too. Yeah, I'm not gonna involve myself to that because there's a lot of other pretty girls in Nigeria. Definitely, you need to be careful when it comes to that situation.
It looks as though you enjoyed yourself in your time in Nigeria. All those from Sade to Rebecca to Ifeoma to Amina. What is this?
Oh no, Lagos life was good, man. Lagos life was good because I have a lot of friends in Lagos, so we know the angles, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You have the plug, as they say. You have the plug.
Lagos life was good. I'm not going to deny that.
If you have money, there is no better place to live than in Lagos because there are no rules. You can get away with anything, and there is plentiful of anything, whatever your picadillos are. Whatever
let me tell you. Sometimes, like I tell you, my parents have a house close to Nickel Stadium there, later. But sometimes, just because equivalent to money here in Nigeria, when I go to Nigeria, I stay in a hotel, all those Sheraton hotel just for a week or so. I kind of entertain going to my parents' house, staying in a hotel. Just the luxury part of it. If you have money, I mean, you can enjoy. You can enjoy Lagos. Lagos is a beautiful place, to enjoy, not to stay forever. But I always enjoy Lagos. I'm going to Lagos during the Christmas.
Yes.
So it's all about
you build up your funds, don't you? And you say, let me go and blow a little bit. So let me go and blow a little bit.
I just have to budget careful about it. So
yes.
yeah, but the little that I budget, I'm gonna live like a king, you know, for a few weeks before I come back.
All right. All right, yeah. Thank you. So let me acknowledge Alexander Akashe's super chat. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. It's quite a wonder that I think the super chat button must be hidden on this platform. Not a lot of people actually discover it. But thank you for the super chat, Alexander Akashe, and thank you for the conversation, gentlemen. We've gone past the 2-hour mark. We wanted to focus on light-hearted stuff, but then of course, on this platform, politics is always around the corner. So more political diets in the latter session. So I'll leave it here, carry the conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.